Hello everybody. I want to show you the best guitar exercise that I ever figured out, and I figured it out on accident, kind of being stupid, but it is probably the most benefit I've ever got from the least amount of work. So if you were doing the same thing wrong that I was, hopefully you'll get the same benefit. And I don't want to tell you too much. I want to walk you through the process because that'll be more valuable to experience it the way I did. So pick up your guitar and follow along, or just try to live through me on this one. But here's what was going on. I was doing harmonics, you know, where you put your finger just right above the fret, directly above it, and you don't push down. And at the 5th and 7th fret, you can get pretty good harmonics. You can also get some at the 4th fret. They're a little harder to get, especially I can't hardly ever get this one on the E string there. But anyway, so what I was trying to do was, I was like, hey man, there's all these harmonics right in a row right here. I could really play some fast harmonics. So I started trying to, it didn't work that well, okay? But let me tell you what happened. So, you pause the video and try the same thing, do some kind of pattern, and what I want you to do is try to play it as fast as you can, okay? Whatever it is you're trying to do. In fact, if you're hitting it clean, you're doing it wrong. I know it sounds crazy, but just hang with me for a second. Do it as fast as you can. All right? And then if you're not messing it up, you're not doing it fast enough. So pause the video. All right, so here's what probably happened, or at least what happened to me. The more I tried to do it fast, I noticed occasionally I would mess up by actually fretting the note and having the note ring out. Oops. But then the light bulb went off, because I said, wait a minute. I'm trying to just not even press the string down, and just through the motion of trying to play too fast, I'm accidentally fretting the notes. So that made me realize that I didn't have to press down near as hard as I thought I did. And even better, just after the act of trying that and feeling exactly where that point is, where you go from harmonic to just muting or actually hitting the note, after a while you kind of start to feel a little more, and then when you play in other places, you feel like you got a lighter touch because you're not pressing down as hard. So if you're like me, I was pressing down a lot harder than I needed to, and that just kind of messes everything up. For one, it's bad for efficiency, so it's bad for speed, because the harder you're pressing down, it's just more effort on your part, on your fingers. It might tire them out more, whatever. If you're just learning and you're getting calluses, that ain't going to help if you're pressing harder than you have to. It's also going to sometimes make the note actually go out of tune just from pressing down too hard. You can kind of be pulling back a little bit. Also, if you're doing chords, the harder you press down on a chord, more likely you are to pull it out of tune. In fact, if you're playing a chord, something like that, what you really want to do is you want to press down just hard enough to actually make it sound out. So, try that, and if you're pushing down harder than you need to, it might help you figure that out and get a better feel for that. Also, it's good to, occasionally do it even when you're trying out different guitars, because some guitars you might have to press down harder than others, so it can kind of act as a little adjustment every now and then. Once again, this is not something that you would just sit and practice and do for a long period of time. It's just something to do for just a couple seconds, long enough to kind of get that feel of how hard you actually need to press down, and then your fingers kind of start adjusting naturally and realize, oh, okay, this is how hard I got to press down, and it can stop you from pressing too hard. And if you've been doing that, it'll help speed you up and make everything sound more fluid, and you'll be less likely to pull stuff out of tune. So give it a shot, see if it helps you out.
Time is flowing backward to a life without a care. Tries to find a memory, but it wasn't there. Maybe it's something I don't know. you should outgrow, maybe you should share.